Hi guys, welcome to another video, and following on from my previous video, a couple of hours after I made it, talking about the things that are going to be happening on the car and the suspension upgrades. The final part of the suspension arrived, the main part, the springs and the shocks. So let's get this open. I would say I'm going to use some pliers because I can't find the knife. I'm gonna have to find it. 1 second. Right, that's better. Got them off. I think we really thank you for biting them all off for me. Much appreciated, lad. Yeah, car's over there, still there from yesterday. Still haven't got the hedgehog in. Yeah, I can't contort my body into the desired position for that hedgehog. It's an absolute nightmare. I'm going to have another quick go at it today. I know how to do it, I know the method, I know everything that I need to know to get the thing out, except how the hell do I position my head and my body to see that top screw that I need to take out, and if I take the screw out, how the hell do I get it back in again? So yeah, thank you to Extreme Car Styling who supplied the suspension. So if you're thinking about getting this kit, go to them. I think I've been to a few other different websites and they were slightly more expensive, like Demon Tweaks was a little bit more expensive than this. Not by much, but it was. It's a significant amount. Extreme Car Styling is in the Netherlands, but they do ship via DHL and it doesn't really take that long at all. It's a few days. And yeah, and oh yeah, and the car's already booked in for Tuesday. Today is, I've got no idea what today is. I don't know what today is. It's the 20th of March, so I don't know. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday, I think it is, yeah. So next Tuesday the car's booked in for the suspension, and also when they fit the springs and the shocks, and obviously they're going to fit the control arms, the Meyle, it's Meyle. I found out today from my friend who speaks fluent German that is pronounced Meyle. Meyle. And what I was pronouncing as Bilstein, which is my oil filter, it's Phoebe Bilstein. And so this is Bilstein, and the springs are Eibach, or Eibach. So Eibach, Bilstein and Meyle. Phoebe Bilstein, Phoebe, yeah. There you go. So what they're going to do is they're going to do the suspension on the car, which I'm hoping is going to fully transform it. I'm hoping the ride's not going to be too firm. It will drop the car. I quite like the height it is at the moment, but as long as it's not dropped too much, maybe another centimetre or so, that'd be fine for me. And then I've also arranged with them to redo the gearbox oil and the rear differential oil. Of course it's the rear differential, but yeah, the diff oil and the gearbox oil, it's going to get drained out and it's going to have all new put in it, because I've no idea when this was last done, if ever. So I do have some service history with the car. I probably need to go through it, but regardless, I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, let's get this let's get this box open. So, good quality OEM brown paper there. Oh baby, oh, I felt like doing a bit of Britney there. Oh baby, baby. Right, so there's the shocks. These will be the fronts, I suppose. And then we have the springs here. Wow, red springs, and then down at the bottom, if you can see that, we have the rear shocks. So yeah, so the shock absorbers themselves will be on their own. They're called B8, the B8 kit. but when you combine them with the Eibach springs, it becomes the B12 Sportline or the B12 Pro, whichever one you choose. And of course you've got these bump stop things or whatever they're called. Get the spring out. Craft fart. Wow. Download. Oh, download the catalogue. Okay. Yes, craft fart. She's a model, and she's, yeah. Anyway, so wow, look at these springs. Jesus. Oh my God, they are super tight. Lovely. Yeah, as if I'm gonna be able to move them. Yeah, I'm guessing these are the rears. Perhaps not. I thought the fronts. I thought they had like a comfort bit on the top and then a more tightly coiled, firmer bit underneath. That might be the case. Let me just get one of the. Yeah, these. I don't know which is front or rears. Yeah. So these are the other ones. Let's have a look at these. Yeah. So you can see it's kind of tight at the top, tightly wound, and then it's got like a very widely spaced comforty bit, and then you've got this, and of course you have the Eibach name on there. I don't think you can really, can you get any better than these really? And then you've got this, which is the mounts, the stock mounts. Yeah, this is going to be very nice piece of kit, I think. Okay, I'm going to try and put these aside. So I've got 2 springs there, Merlin and Fraggle. Yeah, anyway, so let's get the other 2 springs out, put that there, and wow, oh, don't you touch that, Riley, that's not for playing with. Well, anyway, so yeah, then in here we have the Bilstein rears. There we go. Made in Germany. Bilstein technology. Tested on the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Fine. Everything seems to. That seems to be the thing now that impresses people, that it's been on the Nordschleife. I mean, I could fit an oil filter and go around the Nordschleife. These washers. I don't know, it seems to be a thing, but I think James May was saying that, you know, just because something's been tested on the Nordschleife, or like, you know, the latest Porsche, just because the latest Porsche has been tested on the Nordschleife, and then of course people buy it for the road, and then they find out that the car's really firm and everything because all the testing was done on the Nordschleife. It's like the car doesn't end up being as nice as a ride as perhaps it could have been. I don't know, James May has an argument against it, but yeah. So, engineered for performance, I guess. So these are the fronts. Let's get the paperwork out and see if we can pull out. Sorry if my camera work's a bit dodgy, but wow. So there is the cover, the nice cover there, and then you've got these lovely Bilstein Shocks, really nice, and God, they're a little bit, they're a bit heavy, as you would expect. But yeah, look at this. Look, this is these have been freshly painted, because when I was asking Extreme Car Styling when they were expecting to ship out, they replied back to me and said that Bilstein was still building the kit. They were still building it. So this exact kit, it was actually getting built in the factory, and there was a small delay for them shipping it out, because Bilstein, I think they told me that they were building the rears. They still had to build the rears. So obviously when I placed the order, it must have been the case that Bilstein get told we need your shocks, and then Eibach get told we need your springs, or whatever, and then Bilstein have come back and said, yeah, we need to build these, because this is specific for my car, in as much as, not my car like my number plate, but on the paperwork it actually says, I can't find it at the moment, on the paperwork it actually says that this suspension is for the BMW E46, and it specifies two things. It specifies that it's the 330 Ci, which obviously this is. If your car is a 328 or 325 or 23, you have to, it's a different order, it's a different order number. So it's a different kit. You still get the B12 Sportline, but it's a different kit or setup than the 330. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's got something to do with M Sport suspension. I have no idea why. But yeah, and the other proviso was that the car had to be non-automatic, and as you know, my Clubsport is a manual. It used to be an automatic, but it isn't anymore. And so yeah, if you have a 330 auto, it's a different order, I believe, and if you have a car that's not a 330, it's a different order again. So this is the specific one for a non-automatic 330. I don't know how much of a difference it is or whatever, I really don't know, but I'm presuming then that I do have the right one. All looks very, very impressive. The yellow struts, the blue covers, and the red springs. It's a it's a colour fest. So I guess once the suspension's fitted, I will report back. I don't know whether the garage will allow me to film any of the replacement. It's probably just going to be a case of me having to leave the car there and then go pick it up when it's ready. I don't think I'm going to be comfortable with or able to hang around and film any stage of it. And besides, even if I could, I would have to arrange alternative transportation to get down to the garage, because it's a couple of miles away. But anyway, when it's done, I will get myself, I see if I can dig out my GoPro camera and we'll put it on, and I'll drive the car, and we'll give it a test run, and I'll let you know how it feels. I know exactly how the car feels right now with the current suspension. It has I'm pretty sure the springs are the originals on this, but I'm not sure about the shocks. The shocks on this one are Shocks, S-A-C-H-S, Shocks suspension, Shocks shocks. I don't know if that's a good, I've heard it's a good make, but on eBay I see them and they're really cheap, so I'm not sure. I'm kind of conflicted with whether Shocks are any good. But after next week it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. So yeah, and tomorrow they're coming to replace the windscreen, because I have, you can see that I have this. It started off as a little chip, but as I'm driving, the crack is starting to get longer. So I think by the time my MOT comes, which I think is next month, they might even give this an advisory, or possibly even a failure. So I'm not going to risk that. As long as these people know they've got to glue that rain sensor back on, or however they do it. Also on the other side of the windscreen, when I bought the car, it already had these two chips on it, which haven't gone any further. They've probably been strengthened. And oh, right, that's an insect. And back on the driver's side, you might not be able to see this, but it also has chips there, and there's two more tiny ones here. Probably won't be able to see that. Two more tiny ones there. So there, and there. And of course this one. Now I'm just hoping that when I get the new, there's one here as well. I'm just hoping that when I get the new windscreen in, I don't get any chips or marks on it in the first few weeks or months. Yeah, of course she's in need of a wash. I haven't washed her for a while. She's in need of a really good clean. So all I'm waiting on to arrive is my low profile trolley jack, the 6 NGK laser spark plugs, and my 8 litres of Castrol Edge oil. That might be coming today. Certainly I should have it all by the end of the week. I'm pretty sure that my jack, my trolley jack, is coming today. The axle stands came yesterday. Both are Sealy make, because it would be Sealy not to buy those. Sorry, that was a crap joke. Right, so I'm going to put these springs away, and when the suspension's on, I will let you guys know what I think. And I hope I'm not going to be telling you, oh god, it's a really hard ride, it's a bit too hard, it's harder than I thought, I didn't really want it like this. I'm hoping it's not going to be the case. I am expecting a firm ride, but I'm also expecting a fair degree of comfort as well when driving on normal roads, and certainly going over potholes and stuff. Not major ones, but you know, the usual stuff that you get on British roads. I'm expecting it to be a lot better than what it is right now. That's it then, guys. The B12 Sportline Eibach. I know it says Bilstein on the box, but you order it as an Eibach kit. It's Eibach that do the B12 kit. So yeah, and Bilstein do the shocks. It's a nice little partnership that they had going. Eibach and Bilstein got together and made this kit. You couldn't really ask for two better makes. So let's see how it goes. All right then, that's a wrap, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.